Let's go to CommSec for a look at the markets today. Tom Piotrowski has all these details as usual. So how do we open up today, Tom?
Pete, we're going to see a constructive start to trade this morning. The futures are pointing to a gain of 0.2% for the local share market when we kick off. So that equally reflects a positive tone that we generally saw for Northern Hemisphere stocks last night. Bit of a contrast to the disquiet that dominated the markets on Friday, for example. Ahead of the weekend, there was a pensive note with investors mindful of how things were going in terms of the conflict in Israel. So in terms of Wall Street's performance last night, they're still going. Moments ago, we had the Dow up by about 1%, the S&P 500 up 1.1%, the Nasdaq up 1.3%. Bit of a nudge higher for government bonds, so a 10-year government bond up 8 basis points to 4.71%. We're focusing more on the micro at the moment, Pete, rather than the macro. We've got the US company reporting season in progress at the moment. It kicked off at the end of last week, so stocks in focus. But Lululemon was an organisation that stood out last night. It's about to be included in the S&P 500 index, and it's been enjoying quite a purple patch lately, up by about 10% this last session, the 7th consecutive day of gains for that organisation. European markets also did well last night. The German market up by 1/3%, the French market up by 1/4, the UK market up by 0.4%. You'd probably be a little bit disappointed to understand the fortunes of Manchester United shares at the moment, Pete.
Yeah.
They've been struggling to find a buyer. The Glazer family, which is quite polarising in itself, have put up a price tag of around 7.3 billion, but the Qatari interests that had been in the picture, they've faded away. Stock down 13% last night.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's getting into the buy zone. The share price anyway, not so much the club. I just don't have 7 billion handy, Tom, at the moment. Yeah, I'm close.
I reckon you could get on the blower though, Pete.
Close, but just not quite there.
Get on the blower and rustle up some interest, perhaps.
Well, I wouldn't mind cracking the whip down at Old Trafford. Don't you worry about that. Thank you, Tom Piotrowski.